What if rather than waiting to be chosen, waiting to get the interview, waiting for the opportunity and the job offer to come, what if you can go ahead and choose? This may seem like a little bit woohoo or hippy dippy or maybe too cliched. Let me explain. Bring your cup of coffee and let's hang out together because now I'm going to explain how your choice of the workplace can speed up the process for getting the position that you want. Come on, go ahead, grab your cup of coffee, and let's get started. And hello, good evening, everyone. Let me put my phone on mute, and I'm all with you in here. How is everyone doing? Iftar Shahi for everyone. I hope everybody, you grabbed your cup of coffee and you are ready to have this chat and this Q&A and chat around this topic with me. My name is Dr. Nebila Dhieb, and I am super delighted for this Quantum Career Hacks episode number 132. Oh my, I can't believe I've done those many episodes, and today's episode is no less exciting and juicy than all the ones before. Tonight, we are discussing how you can go ahead and choose the workplace and be mindful about the workplace you want to be part of, and how to maximize that. I'm going to discuss 5 criteria that are going to be so essential and so decisive in helping you do that, which is rather than hit and miss and hit and miss and hit and try and then so on and so forth. I am going to give it my level best to break down the 5 criteria that you can use to leverage your career choices. Why do I say this? Because I've done management and I've done hiring and recruitment for more than 15 years in Saudi Arabia. So, and the context is quite special and it requires, mindful understanding of the context, especially for women. So, tonight, it's relevant to most career paths, but if you are an ambitious professional and you want to structure your career path faster and you are in the GCC, then this is for you. So, is it about working even harder than before? Sorry to disappoint you. We are not talking about that. It's about choosing those workplaces smarter. And you might be saying, this defeats the logic. What is Nabila talking about? Isn't it the case that I wait to be offered something for me? No, we are going to go over the 5 criteria for you to make smarter choices about the workplaces that you want to be part of. Why? Because if you want to optimize your career path, if you want to leverage your career choices and the opportunities that come to your way, then get ready with pen and paper to grab these 5 criteria, because I guarantee you use them and you follow them, you are going to get a lot of benefit. Okay, so let's start. And this, of course, you say, why is it important to choose the word? Because this is going to shorten the amount of time you spend on trying. So it becomes a conscious, deliberate, mindful way of pivoting in your career, or moving to the next level up, or requesting an upgrade from your boss. These are really, really important choices. So let's break it down. So criteria number one, when you are, so I'm here, I'm with you, and if you have questions, feel free. Feel free to drop your question. What do you think? And to answer the questions, I'm going to ask as we go along. So, so criteria number one: if you, rather than wait and say, "Oh, I'm not receiving any opportunities from companies," um, then you are waiting. So the other way, or the other way of going about things, is that you go ahead and start researching companies. Why this is important? Because when you work for the right company, when you work with names, brands that are well established in the market, in the in, for sure we are talking about an instant credibility that you can add to your CV, to your profile. So think about your current employer. How do they shape your reputation? If you work for a well-known name that have a great workplace, instantly when you put this on your CV, this is going to boost your credibility. So think about the workplace or the employer you want to join. Are they industry leaders, or are they just following trends? Do people recognize the company's name, they want to associate with, or they associated with success? So for sure, this is not, talking about big brands or anything, but if you work for a big name, this adds instant credibility to your CV, to your LinkedIn profile, and to your own credibility. So when you choose the right company, because it adds instant credibility to your CV. So one of the things you can do is, like, ask yourself, have I checked where they stand on the Gartner Magic Quadrant? There's something called the Magic Quadrant. There's something called the Magic Quadrant, and it helps you. It's an IT system, like that helps you choose, or that helps you find exactly where you stand. Let me talk a little bit about the magic quadrant, the magic quadrant. So it's very important when you choose a company. Good evening, Muhammad Ibrahim. How are you? Ramadan Kareem, ya Muhammad. How are you? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So today we are talking about the magic quadrant, meaning always when you are going to pivot companies, one of the criteria you want to see in the company is where do they place on the magic quadrant. So let me tell you a little bit about the magic quadrant, because it is very important. So basically, as I said, this is a system, um, right, that allows you to check for your company. So there are basically four categories of, or four types of companies. There are basically four types of companies. Number one, so Gartner, basically what it does is it places companies in four categories. Companies go in four categories, and it's very important that you know into which category the company you want to join falls into. So and how they position, especially in they position in the market. So number one, companies, these are the leaders. These are the companies that have a strong ability to execute. They have a vision for their future. They set standards in their industry. So, like when we talk, and it's not advertising or anything, I have nothing to do. So, if you talk about if you talk about digital services and online products and software, we talk about Microsoft, for example. If you talk about, for example, delivery of goods and so on, we talk about Amazon. If you talk about, so you see what I mean. See, so these are the leaders and definitely when you associate your name with one of these are the leaders, and they add instant credibility. Now, the second type of companies, these are the challengers. These are the companies that execute well today, but they may lack a strong future vision. Like it's a well-established company that dominates an industry, but is slow to pivot into new trends. These are the challenges. They have a good name, but they are still, challenging. Number three, these are the visionaries. These are companies that have a very strong vision, but they may struggle with the execution and the putting into the implementation of their vision. Like, for example, a startup that has a big vision about some kind of software piece or a digital product, but they don't have customers, they don't have proof of concept, they don't have anything. And number four, the niche players. These are companies that specialize in a specific market, as its name indicates, niche markets, and but they lack a broad market and scalability. They don't have a large market. They remain very specific. So why is this important to see exactly where the company you want to choose, where does it fit? Where does it fit? Does it fit under leaders, under challengers, under visionaries, or under niche market? It's very important because so as they know where the company starts. So choosing the right company can add instant credibility to your name. So to recap, we are talking about how it's important that you have criteria when you choose the company you want to join, because it can help you boost your career path, it can help boost your income, it can do so. Very important that you choose the right company before you jump in. So even if the offer is really good, but the company is not up to your expectations in the long run, it will fire back. So that's the first company. Choose a company that resonates with you. Now, the second, we said there are 5 criteria I'm going to help you with in terms, so as you don't end up stuck, you don't end up miserable. You want those companies that boost your career path. So the number one criteria is choose the right company and assess the situation of the company before you accept any offer. Now, the second criteria I would like you to be mindful for is like the growth accelerator. Like, at which stage is this company? So some people, for example, skyrocket their career while others stay stuck. So it's not just talent, we know that. It's also the timing. For example, so is the company you want to be part of, is it stable or slow moving? Is the company going through mergers and acquisitions? Is one big company taking the second one, or vice versa? Are you part of the acquired company, or are you part of the acquiring company? So this is very important. So if there is a merger, are they transforming, meaning high visibility and rapid growth? So very important that you know. So because every company has a cycle, has a growth cycle in it. So it's very important to know, is my company like a startup, like at the very beginning, and you are going to be part of pushing the company up? Is this company is the company at its best, right, at its really, in the bell curve at the top, or is the company losing speed, for example? So because this is very important, what are you being part of? Are you being part of the startup, uh, if you like, process, or are you joining a company that is at the top of its game, or are you joining a company that's going down? Very, very important, because now your environment is going to differ. So if it's a stable company, it has the policies and procedures and processes and the systems. It means the environment is going to be okay, to be functional. The pay is coming on time, because this could affect your career, right? So that's number two. Now number three. So keep your comments coming. I'm looking at these comments in here. So we are discussing, for the people who are joining us right now, we are talking about what are the criteria I can use to decide if this workplace is really good for my career path. So there are five criteria. The first criteria, we said you can use the magic quadrant. I will drop you the link for the magic quadrant if you want. The magic quadrant it specifies which company are you choosing. There are basically four categories of companies, and you need to be aware of, because they would affect the company and the environment in it. They would definitely affect the acceleration in your career path. Your career path is going to be very much affected by what's going on in the company. So choose your company carefully. So the third category to check if this workplace, if this company is suitable for me, is suitable to accelerate my career path, is the culture inside. So before joining any company, it's crucial that you do your due diligence, so as you find, you understand, you research, how does this work culture going to impact my performance? Because they do, whether you like it or not. You, even if you say, I'm going to put my head down and put my blinders on and I'm going to do my work, and that's it, doesn't go that way. You're going to spend 1/3 of your life in that company, and because we easily you spend 8 hours at work, and the workplace in there is definitely going to affect your career path, your performance, and therefore your results. So I would research, is this a bureaucratic place? Is this a fast-paced company? Is this an innovative space? Have you spoken to past or present employees to get the real story? Um, have you asked about, the company culture? Do you get hesitation when people talk to you about their culture? Do you get vague answers? Hesitation? That could be a red flag. That could be a red flag. So I would say that's exactly what I'm saying, is do your due diligence. do your due diligence when joining or before joining the company. Do your research, talk to people, go online. Today, the information is free and you can find anything about anyone. Research the leader, research the founders, research the managing directors, research and contact to see if that culture is a good fit for you. Do you want to be part of that culture? Do you see that company as part of your career growth and your career acceleration? Does this make sense? Let's see. Does that make sense? Okay, so we said, okay, so the company, the at which business stage is the company. Three, we said the workplace culture. Is that going to boost your career or slow it down, stifle it, right? Number four, number four, here we are coming to the juicy stuff. It's your boss. You know, the buck stays with your boss in your career acceleration. Would you agree, Muhammad Ibrahim? So let's be real. Your boss can make or break your career. That's for the best part fact. Uh, there's a huge difference between a boss that mentors you and opens doors for you, or they are holding you back. What kind of boss do you want to work with? Definitely, it's the first one. So it's very important that you find who is going to be your immediate manager, your boss, your immediate boss, and are they respected within the company or do they lack influence? Very important that you find the answer to these questions. And then when it comes to you, do they challenge you to grow or just keep micromanaging you? Did she come at 9 exactly? Or it's Ramadan? Is she la la la? So do they challenge you to grow or just keep picking and micromanaging you? Definitely, I think Muhammad Ibrahim here. Definitely the first one. You want somebody who is going to grow you rather than micromanage you. And so if you do your research and if they are limiting you, how long will you wait before making a change? That's the question. Because at one point they will start affecting your performance. If they are limiting you, little by little, stagnation seeps in. You start feeling disheartened because you work a lot and you are not receiving, if you like, reciprocated encouragement and recognition. So it's very important that you choose your boss as well. Would you agree? You can choose your boss. And number five, your projects. One criteria that is so important when you choose a workplace, it's to find if in that position and in that company, if there is a space for growth, if you are going to have the bandwidth to be part of bigger projects, to be part of stretch projects, because hard work is not enough. You're going to need to be part of bigger projects so as you can showcase, you can demonstrate your skills, and therefore you are instantly visible to your higher ups, and therefore you know you get pushed through the echelon of command. So does this company, does this workplace allow you, does it allow you to take a stretch project? Does this company or does this workplace allow for venturing into bigger and wider spaces for you to be able to grow. You're in 2 years, you're not going to be where you are now. So definitely you want to showcase your skills and your talents. You want to try something new. Does the company allow for such a thing as stretch projects? Because that's your visibility meter. That's your visibility meter. Hard work is not enough. Visibility is key. Why? Because ask yourself, if I take these new projects, more work, am I going to get noticed by decision makers? Leadership. Are people thinking of you for leadership positions? Or is your work valuable but invisible? If you are in that place where your work is valuable, you are the powerhouse in the department, or you are the powerhouse in the company, but you are invisible, that's also a red flag. So if the right people do not see your impact, how will you move up? That's the question. If the right people don't see your impact, ask yourself, how will I move up? So these are the five red flags, or the five criteria that you have to go through if you want to maximize your career growth. Because if you miss every time, this is going to take you too much time. And usually, what you can make in 10 years, you can make in 2 years, just by making the right choices about which workplace do I want to join, by doing research about the companies that you want to join before anything else. Listen, I'm going to wrap up very quickly. Thank you, everyone. Uh, Listen, the best careers aren't built on just working hard and hustling. They are also built on strategy. I always say a career is 80% strategy and 20% skills. It's 80% mindset and 20% skill set. So tell me, which one of the five points hit home for you the most? And most importantly, what's the one change you need to make today to level up? So to recap, so the five criteria are: the right company, that's instant credibility. Number two, the business stage of the company, because that's your growth accelerator. Number three, the culture of the workplace, because that's a performance multiplier. Number four, it's your boss. This is your career ceiling. And number five, does the company or the workplace allow for stretch projects? So the fifth criteria is stretch projects. This is going to be your visibility meter. So rate any company you want to join on these five criteria, and you are going to speed up your career path, guaranteed. Well, that's it for today. For myself, I'm going to have another sip of coffee, and I will. If you are curious about checking if you are ready for a career upgrade, #quiz, #quiz, and I will send you the link to a quiz. It's a 5-minute quiz that is so powerful in telling you exactly where you stand in your career and how to improve it. So #quiz, And I will be sending you the link to the quiz. It's a 5-minute quiz that's going to tell you so much about where you stand in your career path. Have a great, great evening. Have a great Ramadan evening and good night. Mohammed Ibrahim, as always, thanks so much. Bye bye, everyone.